Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Bob here from Bob's Place, and we're back at it with another video. I hope you're doing great. I'm doing just about fine. Today, we are here on Pet Simulator 19.9. We are on the Roblox block scene around, enjoying this new update, this virus update, kind of part 2 to the Hacker World update. Absolutely enjoying it. I hope you guys are too. So let's get right into it. What are you guys here for? What are we here to talk about? Today, we're here to talk about the lovely ways to make gyms. So this is kind of a little more clear, updated video on what is the most effective way to be grinding out gems, what is the best way to get them in the early world, in the early stages of kind of World 1 and a little bit of World 2 for what you should be doing and what you can be doing. These are passive ways to earn gems. These are effective while you're grinding and while you're assisting out your other methods and other ways of doing things, which we've talked about in different videos, which is of course through balloon hunting and different simple things that you can do in assist of like actively doing stuff. This is more of a passive way. So let's get into it. Anyways, what you're first going to do is come to area, of course, 20. You're going to want to take your pets. You want to get at least the 30. You want to pay for those upgrades. You can get up to 30 here by, of course, getting these tickets. These tickets are bought in the trading lobby, or you can get them through grinding. They're not too expensive. They're only 3K right now. They're actually cheaper than previously. I know when I made the video the first time, I'm pretty sure they were like 6K a pop or 5K a pop. So they're decreased. They're much cheaper. Now you can make that more effective and use the daycare. There's also a game pass for it, but I don't even have the game pass for it because I don't really feel or see the need for it. This gives me plenty of gems and plenty of rewards. And it's relatively quick as you level up your pet masteries, which is another thing that can assist in, of course, getting you more gems, is making sure you're grinding, make sure you're actively ranking up and getting these up as well, makes the game a lot more better. There's a lot of quality of life things built into masteries that make the game go by quicker and more simple. So now we're going to head off to area 54, and we're going to talk a little bit about the garden and another best way to kind of grind out gems and be able to get gems that way. So let's head on over to that area. So this area over here, 54, is going to have that garden area. It's right next to the Zen area. This garden area is something we're going to want to talk about. Using this is going to be a really assistive way along with your daycare in making gems. It's going to be really quick and really effective at making those gems, because once you come in here, you got a rebirth chest. This one's luckily not on the edge. It's one of the few chests that you have a chance of getting the full rewards on. But you're going to want to bring your lovely watering can. You might have a different colored one than mine. There are different levels for it. I have a golden one. And you're going to want to come over here, and most of these are already planted, as you can see. So I'm coming in here to actually collect. So you press E, and when you press E after planting them, you get gems. Look at that. That was a lovely amount of gems. And then what I do is come, replant, plant the seed, boom. In 3 hours there, or sorry, 2.5 hours, but I come back in 3. You can come and collect all of these, and you can unlock more with more gems, but I've never really done that. This gives me plenty of gems. Now, these do get stuck on things every now and then, and when they do get stuck, all you really need to do is you should just have to stand on top and kind of jump and give it a little bit, and it should get unstuck. And or you'll have to jump on one that you haven't collected, jump, and it should, whenever you collect it, the one you haven't, and you collect it, it should allow you to get that one. So we're just getting all of these all put in here and taken care of, and we'll be back in a little bit. Now, of course, like I said, you can buy more slots. These slots are very assistive in ensuring that you're able to get more gems. They do pay off in the long run. It's a passive way. You also have an insta capsule, which you can kind of use these, and then you can grow the seeds instantly, which is something you can also do as well to kind of get more gems and more items for it. Now, the thing that we're going to talk about a little bit is related to what these are, right? So we'll just zoom out here. So an instant capsule costs about 12K, 13K pretty much to get one of these, or you can grind for them, but it takes a while to get grinding for them. I only have 620, and I haven't really sold them. It takes a while to get a lot of these seeds, but once you have a nice stockpile from getting them from vendor stands, from machines, from grinding in general, you're able to actually take them and put them to good effect. People do, of course, sell them and buy them in the trading plazas is another way to be able to get them. They're a great item as well if you don't do garden farming. You can also take them and sell them in the plaza, which we'll talk about the plaza in a little bit. The trading plaza is another additional way, but we're going to head over to the loveliness of World 2. We're going to go over to World 2. We're going to talk about the huge / Titanic daycare that's over there, and kind of talk about how that is sort of more assistive as well. It can help you get to be, I guess, a little more further along. It's the daycare for your exclusives, your Titanics and Huges, and it's pretty helpful at times. And I'm just going to ignore that because, nope. and we'll keep moving. Anyways, see you guys at World 2. So here at Area 145, you're going to want to come to the lovely exclusive daycare that is here. This exclusive daycare is where you're going to put your hugers. Now, if you have spare hugers, I do this in between updates. I'll be putting them in later today. You can put them in for 4 days or 12 days, but I put them in for 4. That's 200k a day. You can kind of do the math for how much you'll get per day. Now, the higher option you choose, the more gems that you get, and you can kind of, you know, lose a couple hugers for 30 days, but every day, as long as you come and collect them, you get those rewards, and it's worth it. Now, of course, there are people who also put their Titanics in there to get several million gems a day from it as well. That is a very great way to be able to grab those gems and to be able to basically passively farm. Now, these are all passive ways outside of basically going there, starting the mission or starting the objective, and then leaving it to run through its timer, and then going and checking on it at a later time to be able to get the reward itself. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about the trading plaza. I made a video on it just a little while ago, the other day, relating to, you know, how to make items and how to do that. So we're going to kind of talk a little bit about that by heading over to the trading plaza now, and we'll get over there right away. Alrighty, folks, we are here. We're at it. We're in the trading plaza. Over here, the trading plaza, we're going to talk a little bit about it. So I made a video about the tips and tricks, but what items should you be selling in the plaza? Let's talk about it. The trading plaza related items. So I actually highly recommend selling stacked pets that you have a lot from whenever you're egg grinding. I also highly suggest arcade tokens if you're not actively using the arcade. These will sell passively over time. It takes a while. Like, I had 400, and so I'll sometimes sit in here overnight with a lot of different items, and they'll sell over time and be able to come out over top. So, like, yesterday, for example, I had like 195 million gems. Overnight, I made 100 million gems from just selling stuff in the trading plaza. And, you know, you can sell different things for different amounts, and you'll get, of course, different amounts. But I highly recommend pets. I have a lot of pets, so you can sell pets. A lot of people take these and buy these for pet mastery, that they're leveling up. Keys are my second big recommend. Keys are a huge idea and selling point, especially whenever the chances are up. Right now they're down a little bit related to the huge chances, but whenever they do modify them, they've sometimes been a little bit higher, and you can pull some crazy amount of huges, and then the keys become worth a lot more. Like, these used to be 50 to 60 a piece, and then of course you had the void keys, which are still worth quite a lot, but were worth even more before the key nerf. Like, these are worth 90, they were worth like 115, 120. Gems, 100k gems plus is crazy for keys. So just keep that in mind as well, but I definitely recommend pets and keys. Focus on those two. If you're trying to flip things, you can buy low. There's a lot of people who sell them pretty low in different plazas, and you can buy them and sell them for a little bit higher, a little bit above wrap. Like I say, don't ever go and make it say bad deal. Make sure you're selling good deals or great deals, whatever you prefer. Bad deal is usually whenever I assume people are either trading, like they want to trade that item, or they're maybe trying to rip people off. But I always assume the positive intent side of it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little bit longer guide, kind of explaining the best way to make gems, kind of in the early days of the pet sim ways. So that's a little bit of World 1, what you should be doing if you get to World 2, and of course keep it in mind, you know, the trading plaza. You don't need to have a lot of crazy items. You can just take different items, sell them, make the flip on them, and be able to make the profit. Like this guy, this right here, you can buy it right now. It's 840k. You can sell for 870. That's 30k profit right there, roughly. There's a little bit of tax taken out there, so it's probably going to be like 39k profit, but still, that's the same idea here with a lot of these huges and different things and items. It's just going through lobbies. Like this right here is 8.5k. You can sell for 9.2. That would be a solid amount of profit. That's really what it is. It's just looking for items. But I always recommend these pets and things. They will sell over time. It's not an instant quick unless you have like a really high demand item, which sometimes does happen. You're not gonna have those instant quick sells. Anyways, I don't want to keep you guys for too much longer. That is everything I wanted to cover with this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like and a comment, and if you want to, subscribe and join our empire. And remember, keep growing your own pet empire.